Wrong button. There we go. We're good. Welcome back, guys, to the Lux Algo live stream. My name is Jacob. I forgot to turn on my Phantom power, but we're here. We're ready to go, my friends. Happy Monday. Good to see you back. Yeah, people asking, what is the mainstream? Well, the mainstream is not the vertical version. Make sure this is the, regardless, you're getting the same stream, but make sure you jump over to the horizontal version. If you're already on the YouTube stream, you might as well. But welcome back, guys. Man, what a weekly close on Bitcoin. I mean, what? Come on, man. Let's freaking go. Weekly closing back up on with a bullish hammer. Can't get better than that, my friends. Can't get better than that. With Bitcoin closing where it's at, massive rally back. Man, this week starting off red today. You know, normally we see bullish Mondays, but it being red right now, not a bad sign. We'll see how it trades into the rest of the week. But some interesting stuff coming. Freddie said, quick question, what's your favorite current Lux algorithm here? The oscillator matrix, man. That's by far my favorite one. But I like to pair them all together. But overall, I mean, we've been making some killer trades like this crude oil one we're about to go over again with the oscillator matrix, man. It's just top notch. Can't get better than that. Guys, I mean, Solana. What a weekly start, though. What a weekly start to Solana, over 150 yet again. Can I get some hodl gangs in the frickin' chat? Let's go, baby. I mean, that's probably 10 times better news than frickin' Bitcoin just Jake chilling. I mean, let's frickin' go. Where's my boy Dennis when you need him? Hopefully he's sitting pretty now. But Solana is looking very solid. There was some more congestion recently, but Who cares? 150, man. Talking about the 120 bounce, right back to 150. I mean, you cannot get better than that. Besides the crazy weekly closes on Solana and Bitcoin and some of these other ones we've been looking at, you know, the ES bouncing back. Today is our top 10 viewer giveaway. So if you were a top 10 viewer last week, you'll notice all the points did reset. If you're our top 10 viewer giveaway, TRB also looking amazing. Nice. Okay, we'll look at that today probably. But yeah, sorry. If you're a top 10 viewer from last week, today we're going to pick the winner. Yeah, gold with that bounce back too. But gold did close red last week. So we'll see how it settles off here or not. Lots to talk about today, though. Happy Monday. Got some earnings coming out this week. Earnings after hours today. We got Palantir and Lucid. Haven't seen those reporting about. We got Disney pre-market tomorrow and Celsius. So it's interesting. Is this Celsius the energy drink? I always get it confused because there's two. There's like Celsius crypto that's completely not even related to that. There's Celsius stock. I'm pretty sure that's the actual Celsius drink, but I could be wrong. I think there's just so many companies named Celsius. Besides that, we got Ferrari. We got Crocs. Yeah, what's up, Shane? How you doing, man? Rivian after hours tomorrow. That's gonna be an interesting one. This is one I've been waiting on. We'll be looking at this tomorrow. Okay, we'll be looking at Rivian tomorrow and their potential report coming in. I do like Rivian. I've seen a lot of them on the roads, and I think the value right now is actually pretty decent. So we'll see. Lyft, another major upstart. Nah, who cares? Big tech this week, nothing much. Lyft and Uber is obviously usually an important one. We got Toyota, AMC, Robinhood. Robinhood, interesting news with them and crypto that's going down right now. We'll get more into that at some point if it gets a little crazier. But Roblox Thursday, Unity. I like Unity. It's something I bought early on. I have to go back. I haven't looked at it in a long time. But lots, great weekly close. Crypto did good over the weekend, which is nice. No crazy news came in. Good to see you guys. Let's hop into our top 10 viewers from this last week. And then we're going to get to Bitcoin predictions. You know what? Before we do that, let's go ahead and do our Bitcoin predictions. How about that? Give you guys a little extra time today. If you're new to the stream, welcome. Really appreciate you being here. At the beginning of every stream, to be a part of that top 10 viewer list, I'm going to give you a quick flash there. You do get a 1 in 10 chance of winning $100 if you are a top 10 viewer. So I really much appreciate it if you tune in every day and you are involved in what we do here. So the one way to be involved with this stream is to do your Bitcoin predictions every day. Bitcoin predictions, all it is, it's a chat-based thing. You just throw in where do you think it's to be more or less than the start of the stream price, and you get 100 points added to your profile if you're correct, and then that's how you rank up quickly on the top 10 viewer per week. So right now, man, we're sitting at right at 63K. So we're going to be doing the price at, I saw it multiple times, so we'll be doing $63,009. Guys, if you think it's going to be more or less than $63,009 by the end of the stream, then make sure you plug in exclamation BTC more or less. Now, if you're in a chat where you did not see that bot pop up, then you're in the wrong chat. But make sure that you hop into the other stream to be a part of the Bitcoin predictions for today. If you're correct, you get 100 points added to your profile, and you have a chance to be on the top 10 viewer leaderboard, like as you can see here. We're about to go over here in a sec, and get a 1 in 10 chance winning $100 at the end of every week. So make sure you go to the other chat. If you didn't see the bot ping your chat, you're in the wrong chat. All right, my friends. That being said, let's get to the top 10 viewers from last week. So, coming in at first place with Marland. Let's go, Mar. Really appreciate you. Mar's been here since day one. We got Dame back in the top 10. Dame, it's good to see you back here. Good to see you back, brother. Dame in second, top 10, 349 points. Got Crypto Kid in fourth at 346. Tom, week over week, man. That guy's always in there. In the fourth spot, 339. Adam McDonald, 323. We got Fam in sixth at 321. RB Sniper in seventh at 313 points from last week. RF, new guy in there. I like to see it. RP Hizzle, new guy as well, 311 and 308. And then Alex in, oh, can't see that one, but there you go. You got Alex in 10. Alex on the 10 there, 10 mark at 305. Great job, guys. Really appreciate you, every single one of you that are in our top 10s every week. And the way to get it, all you got to do is give those Bitcoin predictions. You got to chat. You get points by chatting. Pretty soon, we're figuring out the bot. As of today, my friends, as of today, watch time counts. If we can consistently get the bot in the main chat Monday through Friday, or every day we stream, because obviously summertime's here. Sometimes, some weeks I'm only going to be streaming 4 times a week. But if we get that bot in the mainstream every day during 1 week, we will do the watch time hours. So make sure if you keep the stream open or just hang out, chat, you'll get the most points that way, and we'll add points via your watch time. Now, besides that, guys, let's get the Pepe wheel up. Everybody say, good morning, Pepe. Happy week. Happy new week, Pepe. All right. So, this is 1 through 10. All we got to do is give it a quick spin. And we're going to see who's going to be our winner. A few touches. Make sure it's fair. A few touches. Make sure it's fair. Who's it going to be? Number 2, Dame. My boy Dame. Let's freaking go. Great job, man. Dame's won once before, but it's been a while. Let's freaking go. Great job, Dame. Dame's been a day one, man. You deserve it, buddy. You deserve it. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Guys, if you haven't received your winnings yet from Friday, make sure that you just look out for it, okay? Payment team should get them out this week. I'll keep you guys updated via the chat. If I don't respond right away, just know I see your message. Don't worry about spamming me. Regardless, I will always get those winnings to you. Just gotta bear with me. Got a lot going on. You know the drill, okay? So I appreciate you for your patience. And again, this week they will be coming out, so be ready for that. Dame, my boy, I appreciate you, brother. Let's go. Let's freaking go, Dame. Let's go, brother. How can you bump from 250 to 330 in a single stream with the gambling function? I don't know. People go crazy with it. It's possible. All right, guys. Besides that, make sure you get those Bitcoin predictions in. And that being said, while those Bitcoin predictions are being put in, my friends, let's go ahead and get the Pepe wheel back up. Sorry, get it back up. This is the time for suggestions. Hold on. Don't put them in yet. I figured out there's a eraser at the bottom of this. How lit is that? All right. Don't throw them in yet, my friends. Don't throw them in yet. But appreciate every single top 10 viewer. Guys, I will say, I think I have decided though, if you are a top 10 viewer, and we'll talk about this later, but if you won like on Friday, then more than likely we'll discuss it when it happens for the first time. But I'm thinking if you win one of the 2 giveaways, then we'll give space for somebody else to win. Okay, so like for some reason, let's just say there's a top 10 viewer that won on Friday's giveaway, right? I think on Monday we just give it to the next person in line, and we'll talk about it if that ever happens. But I thought about that recently, just to make it fair. I mean, like, come on. I mean, we give away whatever $400 or $500 every week. We want to, spread the wealth for sure. But appreciate you guys. Dame hasn't won for a few weeks, so congrats, Dame. Besides that, guys, Pepe wheels up. If you want anything specifically analyzed today, throw it in the chat, and we will go over it today on stream. I'll throw it on the Pepe wheel. Pepe will pick our we'll pick which ones we go over. So yeah, throw it in the chat right now. I'll throw it on the wheel, and make sure you get those Bitcoin predictions in if you haven't already. And let's go. What we got? Render. We got render. I love me some render. Render. What else we got? H bar. Render on the board, my friend. H bar. Anybody in the vertical chat, if you want anything specific, make sure you... What's up, Cutface? It was great, man. Great weekend. Solana, Shane, we always go over, brother. Shane always popping here acting like we don't go over Solana. Come on, man. Come on, man. Avalanche. Avalanche, if you're new here, we go over all the majors, my friends. Go over all the majors. Tia. Man, we haven't looked at Tia in a minute. How's Tia doing? That's a real question. How is Tia doing? Tia's J chilling. I'm not. I think we'll get. We won't do Tia just yet. We need to see some breakouts. TRB, yeah, that was one that looked good. TRB, y'all want anything specific? Throw it in the chat. Let's get it. Let's go. SCI Wild. Whoa. I call it Wild. That's WorldCoin. I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that one in a hot minute. WorldCoin. I haven't seen that in a minute. Let's go. All right. Finally. Yeah, you're good, Shane. We go over Solana every day. Look at him with balls already. Goodness gracious. This guy with bonk. Let's see. Did Bonk do anything? That's the question. Meh. Not really. USD JPY. Let's do that, guys. You haven't done one of those in a minute. USD and the yen, because it went a little crazy the other day. So we'll definitely do USD JPY. We got 4 more slots, guys. Throw some in there. Let's see what you got. Bonk on the other stream. Coin. Coin. I like it. Let's do coin. Haven't done coin in a minute either. Nice little stock. Any other stocks, guys? We could mix it up with some more stocks now. I think we could do more, especially with earnings coming through. GLD. Let me look at it. See if it's worthy. See if it's worthy of analysis. It's in a weird zone right now. I would want it to move. JTO from the other stream. I think someone else mentioned that too. Euro USD. We do always go over the euro. JTO. Let's go over JTO. We talked about a setup on JTO actually on a 4-hour. I know a lot of you do like JTO. Tata Motors. Okay, that doesn't even sound real. Yeah, we're not gonna do bonk, man. Sorry, it's not really worth it. TRX. I don't know. Let's see if we can get something better in here. OP. ADA. Goodness gracious. OP still needs to get up. Wow. Look at that. Look at that beautiful rejection we've gotten from those weekly levels that we already plotted. Yeah, we're gonna do the JPY. ICP, ADA over here. Let's look at ICP. ICP, we haven't glanced at this one. Dude, it's like these guys, if you want, last week we went over ICP. It's just, we need to, I want to see some significant movement on these. We're going to go over Ethereum, guys. We always go over Ethereum. ADA, let's see. ADA maybe if it's moved. See, it still hasn't moved either. Anything that's moved. Let's get some movement, guys. Let's get some one. See, DOT hasn't either. Gala is a little better. FTM, there we go, Mohammed. We could do FTM, probably. Now it's that move either. Gosh. They move it all over the weekend. GRT. GRT's a little better. I don't even think we've gone over this in a minute. Link. Did Link make any moves for us? Link looks much better. It has a little bit more movement on that 4-hour. It's just stuck. See, like, guys, there's not much to talk about here. We need to break out of 16 or, like, break below 13. DOT, meh. It's like we need... Nothing's really seemed to move, has it? Except, okay. XRP, you really going to do this? You really going to give us this? TRB. Jupiter. TRB's not bad. Well, no, we already got TRB on the board. We already got TRB on the board. Come on, brother. Come on, brother. Jupiter, not too bad. Doge. Doge is the only meme coin I will go over. Doge. Rune. Keep spitting them out. Keep spitting them out. Nat Gas from Moreland. NG. How has NG done? Ooh. NG finally making moves off the lows. Here we go. Y'all spitting them out now. Man, the market, some of these altcoins didn't move at all. They move at all. This one guy said mana. Yeah, these guys, nothing's moved. What do we got here? We literally got 2 spots left. Guys, any stocks maybe. Maybe we put some stocks in here today. This is a bummer. I mean, maybe SEI, near. Yeah. There we go. We'll do near. Near's move better. Also, near was a potential setup that I think I missed. I think I missed that setup. Or no, it was on the daily. It was a potential setup that I didn't actually take, but it actually played out quite nicely. Copper, Coca-Cola. We're going to go over gold, guys. Come on, man. This guy said Fetch AI is one of my favorites. And he gets over 250. It's the same thing we talked about last week. 250 was that break we want. H-bar already on the list. 1 spot left. Next two people to say the same symbol. Screw it. Next two people say same symbol. I'll do any of them. Except for balls. Y'all, come on. We're not doing balls. XLM. Unless I see one that I really like. Dot. Buffett. GLM. Whiff. Some other guy said whiff. Two vets there. All right. Vet it is. First time I saw both of them. VeChain in the house. Vet. Let's go. All right. Now. Y'all know the drill. If we have extra time at the end of the stream, we will go over it. So I'll keep you guys updated. I will keep you guys updated by the end of the stream. Now, besides that, let's go to news this week. What do we got? What do we got? Really quickly, news. Big news week last week, so it's probably pretty calm this week besides earnings, right? Besides earnings, maybe? We'll see. U.S. side of things here. Yeah, nothing today, nothing tomorrow. Wednesday, crude oil, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, 10-year auction on Wednesday as well. Yeah, this is a pretty news low week, which is nice. We had so much news last week. Nice, I'm liking this. Okay, cool. Nothing crazy on news. We'll continue to go over that. Besides that, we did talk about the earnings. All right, I'm going to close the Bitcoin predictions right now. If you didn't get them in, I'm sorry you had extra time today to do so. Closing them right now. All right. Let's hop over to Bitcoin, and we're going to go live on Instagram and TikTok. I think TikTok just doesn't like it when we don't do charts right away, so whatever. But let's go ahead and jump over to those and get those going, and we'll start talking about it, my friends. All right, let me get TikTok live going here. Get rid of this. Get rid of my Pepe can. There we go. Bop. All right. Let's see what else here. Bear with me, guys. Go live on Instagram as well. What's up, guys? How we doing? Welcome back. Welcome. Welcome back to the Lux Saga live stream, man. What a freaking weekend did we have. What a great close on the weekly chart for Bitcoin. About to go over that here in just a second. Yeah, Dame won again there, sort of. But it's been what, 2-3 weeks, Dame. It's been a while. It's been at least a month. So great job. Let me go live on Instagram as well. My bad, guys. Get us cranking here. All right. Boom. All right. What's up, guys? Welcome back. Hey, man. How you doing, man? About to go over Bitcoin here. Weekly close. Incredible. I'm going to switch the music over real quick, my gents. Sorry. Probably got annoying after a while there. Didn't really notice it. We're going to go back to the old kind of starting playlist here. I like this one. A little chill laid back. All right. See how that does. Music ends up being too loud. Just let me know. But let's get it. All right, what indicators am I using right now? I'm using the price action concept, signals and overlays, and offsetter matrix. All right, my friends, Bitcoin finally gets a green close. We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 weekly bearish close. What a massive wick to the downside here, right off of that imbalance. I mean, you can't get better than that, right? Can't get better than that. What's up, Monty? How you doing? Massive closing. Now, I would have wanted this to close up a little higher, give us a more confirmed hammer, but you guys, regardless, this is money. Now, first day of the weekly candle, we're showing, a little bit of sell-off from that move. We hit 65K. I think we hit 65,500 actually. We hit 65,500 actually. Okay, so, I mean, why is that price important to us? Well, it comes from the exact previous weekly high that we plotted there. We're taking this box here as an average area in which we notice these open-close highs forming, right? Average area, open-close highs forming on that weekly chart. We drew the box accordingly. That's the average overall. You can see price pretty much respected that beautifully. Now, the fact that this thing freaking tagged the exact weekly level is yet another amazing reason why we always talk about plotting those weekly levels, especially open close prices. Okay, you got lower low, lower high, guys. I mean, this overall, everything very clean price action. I mean, you can't argue with it. It's like, it's so nice. So this could be the start of a potential inverse head and shoulders. So there is a lot of potential here, but the fact that it held 60K, my friends, is a godsend. This is just by far one of the best things that could have happened. Holding that 60K on that weekly close, absolutely insane. But on that daily here, inverse head and shoulders, what would have to happen here is obviously you get a similar little shoulder happening right here. So price trickles down day over day. Maybe this week it closes down a bit, but around here, then you get that breakout move, which would give us that inverse head and shoulders. Now, overall, this thing, of course, could end up having that kind of setup. If not, we're still in this bearish slope. So if we're going to be overall bullish on this thing, I mean, it kind of did break the slope in a way. If you even look at that 4-hour time frame on Bitcoin, you can see here the overall direction it was in was kind of full on got bought back after we saw this recent down run to take out 60, right? Got bought right back. Usually this would have probably reacted somewhere around 60 exactly, or 62, and not just rally back up through 64. So it's really nice to see our daily and weekly consolidation happening yet again above that 60 price, like we talked about over and over again. So seeing that 60 hold up, we're super happy in that case. And seeing the signals and overlays here, you can see the price actually, let me optimize that to 19 as said in the dashboard. We can see here with the Neo Cloud that we have tagged it, but we traded through it rather than trading below it as we went to go retest it. So that is a great sign. Neo Cloud is starting to thicken a bit and rejecting that weekly level, but we'll keep a close eye on it. Like I said already, we're not bullish just yet on Bitcoin. The rebound's nice. The lower time frames, you could have been a little bit bullish, maybe got a nice bullish trade on, but overall, Bitcoin, the daily and the weekly, the zoom out time frame daily and 4-hour is still in bear structure. The weekly is in bullish structure. So we always like to look, all the way back to a weekly chart, which keeps us in that consolidation idea, right? Because overall on that weekly time frame, still mega bullish, still in bullish structure. But I will say on the daily and the 4-hour, we're still forming these lower highs. We're still showing a little bit of bearish price action. The 4-hour very briefly showed bullish price action as it didn't fully set a proper lower high. So this could be setting up for that reversal. You can see here it extended all the way here on the oscillator as it made its move to the upside. So if we did get a potential setup to the upside here, maybe get that 50% retracement this week down here around 61K, maybe bounce off that, continue. But I will say on that daily time frame, you do have a nice bullish imbalance here as well. So if we wanted, again, to see a really insane pattern form, it would be that head and shoulders, that inverse head and shoulders to play off this imbalance, which very much could come into play. That's what I'd be watching right now. The fact that we also got bullish divergence on that oscillator sitting there, I like a lot. So I would really want to see if it can fully take, if this right here on Bitcoin rallies all the way up through that 80 level here and then gives us that proper setup like we saw back before we had that 10K run that we traded. If that exact same setup happens here, we will 100% take that trade here on the daily. That's what happened over here before. We had that major move into the 70K from that 51K mark. If that happens again like that, where there's no turning points and there's the next one happens in the overbought territory, that's when we will probably wait for that retracement for a really good entry. So we'll keep an eye on it. But Bitcoin right now over 60K, like we said, week over week. Very, very bullish with this thing trading over 60K. So we really like it. The consolidation we talked about, remember with the cycles history, we've noticed it can take up to 6 months from halving date, right? 6 months, almost been a full month. Take up to 6 months for this thing to get its momentum to push through that next level, get to those next all-time highs. Okay, so make sure you're just patient. If price is going to hold itself where it's at, this is really good value in the 60s. It's showing us the cycle is starting to play out properly. We will continue to watch this for that next breakout. So again, we're still holding value very well. That's all that's the main focus right now until we crush these lows or something crazy in the world happens or something to drive it lower. That's kind of what you anticipate. Otherwise, we will analyze this day after day, between 1 and 2 Eastern. So make sure you tune into the live stream every day if you want to continuously be updated. But overall, my friends, the weekly, if you are ever nervous about Bitcoin, just zoom out to the weekly chart, my friends. It'll help. It'll help a lot. Right now, we have come off, which I really like. It took us a few weeks, took 4 to 5 weeks to do it. We have come off this extended period on the oscillator here. This is just ready to set its next higher low and make that move. It's already shown that weekly hammer, which is nice. I wish it would have closed a little bit higher, but that's okay. We'll see how it trades out this week. But I mean, even with signals and overlays here, like we talked about, this thing is holding that Neo cloud so well. Never even broke the bottom of the Neo, so you got to really like it when this thing's holding the Neo cloud in this bullish structure. As long as we get that turning point here on the oscillator, which that means this week more than likely we'll have to be bullish. If not, going into next week, we'll also have to be bullish. Then we will be looking for a potential run through the 70s again. But overall, I mean, weekly here, what a absolute incredible chart. So Bitcoin, again, if you're nervous, weekly chart, I would highly suggest looking at it. But again, in the 4 hour and the daily, still in that bear structure, so we could maybe see small moves through the 60s. So just keep a close eye on that. But weekly, looking solid. Now, guys asking about gold, people asking about certain things you want analyzed, my friends. If you are new to the stream, I'm glad you're here. I really am. But we always going to go over gold, Bitcoin, Ethereum, the Nasdaq, the ES. In just a second, we're going to go over those. We always go over Solana. We always go over the Euro and anything that we're trading or looking for a trade in. Right now, though, if you're turning in as well, if you can see the Pepe wheel, this is what we're going to go over today. We're going to be going over Render, HBAR, AVAX, TRB, WorldCoin, WLD, USD, JPY, Coin, JTO, NEAR, and VET. So stay tuned for that analysis here in just a second. But man, what a great weekly close on Bitcoin. Can't get better than that. Let's continue to trade over 60K, and we are happy. Ethereum. Let's go to Ethereum because Ethereum did not close bullish, which is quite interesting because Ethereum early on in the week, or about midweek, was actually trading better than Bitcoin. Or maybe it was Friday. I just remember recently it was absolutely ripping. When Bitcoin was just chilling, which was funny seeing that. I haven't seen that in a long time. Now, we have our weekly levels plotted. We have the 39.27 that we plotted a long time ago, and we got clear reaction off of that. We also had this very nice pivotal point here on the weekly lining up around that 3,500, and we've been trading right through that price. So as of now, going into that daily time frame, we noticed structure obeyed very nicely, and we retested a low. When structures obeyed, guys, come on. Do not fight the trend. It's not really worth it, especially when you have a bearish Neo cloud like you see here. I'm going to go ahead and optimize this as well. But when you see a beautiful bearish Neo cloud form and it's thick like this, and price goes up, reacts to it beautifully off that daily time frame, but it's still trading below it, it's a great sign that you're in a very strong trend. We're waiting for this thing to potentially either make that higher low, go and retest, and break a previous lower high. If we get a lower high break, then we know that, this 3K ain't messing around. But again, we know that 3K psychological overall. People are going to be trading and buying off 3K a lot. So it's something to full on focus on. But we are still trading below the Neo cloud. Notice, like we said, when price trades on top of or through the Neo, it's something that you want to be a little skeptical about. But when price is trading very significantly above, leaving a little bit of gap there, it's usually in that trending state. We're starting to show this little gap coming through. Got a gap here. So this thing very likely could, of course, retest 3K. I think that's very much possible. But we have some decent buys off, the 2900s. Through the 2900s here, people are wanting it to hold up. So we'll see how it plays out. This here on the oscillator, when you see it kind of just hovering at that 50% level, just trading through the middles there, it's definitely a sign that it doesn't really know what direction it wants to go here. It's not strong to either side just yet, so we'll be waiting to see. But overall, we need that structure to break, trade inside that Neo cloud here on the signals and overlays, and then fill this imbalance that was also set there about 3280-ish. So keep a close eye on that for Ethereum. Otherwise, still bearish. I would say a retest at 3K for now is probably going to happen. Your odds are stacked to the downside. 4 hour here, again, lower high was set, right? Get a little bit of bullish structure, ended up playing off of that bullish structure, setting, a new breakout, and then got faded today. So again, this right now coming back down to around that 3K level is definitely probably your best bet. You can see this thing rejected this money flow profile, that high volume, the highest volume area. So right pretty much where a POC would be on a normal profile. Rejected that beautifully. A lot of sell volume stacked to one side here. Pretty much just gonna take over. It's gonna take over most of the buying going on there. So after this, recent run, makes sense for this thing to come back down. We need a full on get through 3,400 before I consider being a little bit more bullish on this. And then if I was going to be full on bearish to the downside, because we talked about 2,500 being that downside target if we were to break this range, you got to break through 2,800. Might as well play 2,800. But even if it gets through 2,900, you'll probably potentially see that final break again, because that'd be like the third or fourth time it's tested it. I wouldn't trust it as much at that point. But we'll keep an eye on it. 3K is still in our sight, though, because it wants to be traded through that. But overall, let's get to our favorite one of the day. And that's my best friend, Solana. I freaking love this one. I mean, guys, we can't... Goodness gracious. We literally... you don't call the bottom often. It's not often. It's not often you can call the bottom. And again, this might not be the bottom. But we call the 120, the 121 price as a significant buying opportunity for the long-term type trading. And my friends, we are well over $30 in profit right now. Massive move if you ended up actually accumulating some there. And we've discussed this over time, my friends. It's when we're looking to buy when it dips, right? We're looking for long-term buys. We're looking for ones we're going to hold 5 to 10 years. We're not trading off these lows. We're going to be trading, if we're going to be trading in general, we're going to be trading the proper direction, right? In this case, the direction has been to the downside. We've seen a lot of bearish price action over and over. We'd be trading bearish if we were doing this dip play. But when we hit good value, like a daily open close level, that clearly was a significant level from back in December before the new year, we're going to claim those levels as good buying opportunities for the long term yet again. Structure on this, absolutely beautiful. Bounced directly off the 121, and all it came from was open close level right there. Clearly blew through before. Bounced right off as well a high volume order block, so that's a good sign. We talked about those 30s being a good value price, and then at the very least was 121, and we got the 121. Right now, that target right there would have been 156 here. Open close daily high sitting there where that change character happened. If for some reason you would have traded it or just want to take some off the top because you pretty much locked in big time or something, then that would be your price. That would have been your price right there. Open close daily high 156.86. This thing hit a high of 157, so beautifully tagged that. So 160 obviously was a problem before. That's what we're watching this week. Let's get through 160 on Solana. Overall, this is fantastic. I mean, you can't go wrong with what we're seeing here. This is a V bounce. If you've ever seen one, why? Because it literally makes a V. That's what you call a V right there. Now, you even kind of had a very short inverse head and shoulders here with this thing going back, retesting, rejecting that same 140 price, coming back, setting a higher low, and then driving it higher. But overall, still in play with the V bounce, right? That's what V bounce is, how they play out. It's pretty much inverse head and shoulders. Now, that being said, we did break structure. As you can see here, bop, there's your chart. We held up over that structure. For the 100th time, that's what we like to see. When we get a valid change character, we get a valid break of structure, you want to see price trade through that level and hold that level. Price trades through the level, holds that level twice here, okay? Your odds of this playing out are fantastic because essentially, when you see that price hold, like aka this candle set up, these two candles right here, you could have taken your price here, stop loss below that swing low, very low risk. You're targeting this upper order block on the 4 hour there. Bam, 157 target there puts you in a 5 to 1, 6 to 1 trade. But again, that all comes from watching to see if structure is obeyed with the price action concepts indicator. In this case here, you got the created change character, you got the created structure, right? And you also could have looked down here at the oscillator, say, hey, boom, we're getting bullish turning points. Bullish turning points don't get confirmed, don't get printed until confirmation is in. So that's why I always like to use oscillator matrix in line with it. But overall, structure was held beautifully. You got the move to 156 like we talked about. If we want to continue this trend, structure needs to continue to hold, especially on a 4-hour here at 150. 149, almost 150. 149 is the top of that BOS, but again, you do see open close candles here on the 4-hour, so I would give this break of structure a potential area here. This is an area here. This is why I usually take the BOS all the way down to that candle close right there. This is a zone where I'm considering that structure holding, right? That's the zone I'm continuing to see the structure hold. If it does break below like 146, then again, that would be failed structure, and we could consider that downside again. But going into the daily chart now, right, we had this early indication of the change character, as you can see here. And guess what? Price didn't full on trade through it, didn't respect it. So this is an invalid change character. I would still be validating the bearish side, right? Didn't hold that structure that got played. Early indication, because if this would have played out, we would have had a very nice early price, right? But for now, we patiently wait, and we're looking for that next breakout price. Okay, that would probably, it would put us right at 160. That high is 160 there. We want to see if that wants to break through that, making that break structure. Playing off 160, next target would be 174. Where does the 174 come from? Well, 174 in Solana comes from a very, very significant weekly combination of levels, right? You had one here, rejection, one here, rejection on the weekly, one here, bounce back beautifully. 174 would be that upside target. After that, it'd be that 198 like we discussed a lot in the past, but we'll talk about that when we get there. What's nice here is the weekly level, right? Weekly oscillator is coming down to make that reset, which is a really good sign. This thing's been on the bearish money flow side forever. This is price action concepts and these signals and overlays like we discussed already. But in this case here, creating that turning point above the 50 would be very nice. But again, the weekly structure was beautifully respected. Weekly structure respected here. Can't get better than that. Off of 120, absolutely love it. Would want to see if this thing wants to continue to hold over 120. But if it doesn't, that's not a huge deal. We'll keep a close eye on it when it comes into that. But again, bounced off that structure point like we talked about on the weekly. Yet another thing we were watching besides that daily open close high. So major bounce back. Nothing but upside is what we're looking at right now. So we'll see if it comes back to retest 136 this week. We'll talk about it. Otherwise, we're happy today. Very big smiles on our faces today for Solana. Let's go to the daily, look at signals and overlays again. So that was the difference here. Remember what we said before. When we went to retest NeoCloud, we exited NeoCloud without testing the top side of this, right? Let me optimize this. Right? When we said this on the NeoCloud, right? It never retested the top side of this. So when it exited, we were still bearish. We were saying we were probably going to go retest these lows. We did that exactly. Price trading back through the Neo. So right now, I would want to see the Neo Cloud get broken. It needs to break through that Neo. So you got another thing, and guess where that lines up with? Lines up with that 160 break here. If we get a full candle closure over that, you'll start seeing those purple candles. But overall, in the daily and the 4-hour, you are, I mean, well, 4-hour you're not. 4-hour you're actually flipping bullish here. But on the daily here, you're still in some bear structure. So it's definitely something that overall, you know, you would consider for the long run that, you know, long-term 5-10 years, great buy off 120. But if you were looking to make a trade on this, structure would be broken on the daily to create bullish structure would be the overall play, in my opinion. You wouldn't want to wait to see that. Otherwise, you'd be patient here, see if you get a rejection, and we go retest 136 again or something. But for now, even the oscillator is setting up for a potential reversal with that higher low here at a lower high, right, or a lower low. Very, very minimal divergence, not a crazy amount of divergence. Those turning points are lining up a lot better than the price. The price did break down and make a closing candle down here like 127, indicating some divergence. But in order for divergence to be fully confirmed, we need to see structure actually broken on the daily. So getting over 160 is key this week. So daily today, let's just close over yesterday's high of 148. If it closes over that, we're very happy on Solana. That being said, we got 15 minutes to keep going. So let's jump into our next one, and that is gold. Are we good, guys? We still dialed in here? It might be me, man. The internet could be me today for some reason. Is everybody good? Can everybody see me? We're gonna look at gold here right now, my friends. Making sure everybody's good. Let me get those. Let me get the huddle games in the chat. You hear me? Okay, cool. Yes, I mean, if there's bandwidth issue, just let me know, okay? Alright, guys. It seems like we're good. I don't see any drop frames or anything. It says the stream's going great, so let's go. Alright. Yeah, somebody was saying they were having some issues. Okay, guys, one quick second. I'll be right back. One quick second. We back. I'm again looking for more caffeine. Yeah, I always need my caffeine, brother. I always need it. Yeah, coffee today though. I didn't have any of the energy drinks. So I gotta go get some. All right, gold, guys. Gold. So gold yet again trading through that Neo cloud, like we said. I'm gonna go ahead and it says it wants me to put it at 10, right, for the daily. So there's gonna be more signals popping in here. Boom. Okay. So we're still in purple, man. And here again, yet again for the over, guys. I mean, this is what I was talking about when it comes to trading with structure and the Neo cloud, right? Structure in the Neo cloud here is just beautiful. If I pull up the price action concepts as well. Structure here, change character happens. Price continues to trade above the Neo, right? Beautiful. When that happens, very strong trend, right? Especially when it holds structure. When price hovers above the Neo and just tags it, never breaks out, never creates structure, you are consolidating with opposing signals like that. But here you go. Great example of what you look for when you're trying to see it just touch, just tap. Watch that Neo cloud, jump up over and over and over again. So much better. Okay, so with this in mind, though, the structure broke on the oscillator here. But I will say price was very extended on gold, right? Price very extended on gold, okay? Very extended. So price is very extended on gold. We had the breakdown. Okay, that's a good sign. Get a little bit of reset. I would have really liked this thing to have a turning point above that 50 level, though. Didn't happen. This thing ended up breaking lower. Now, it's currently trading through the Neo cloud, like we said before, right? We want this thing, if anything, break to the downside. Mazel, man, you come on Fridays. Sometimes we have discounts, okay? It's only on Fridays, though, and there's limited codes. It probably won't be this Friday. It'll probably be sometime this next month. But if you tune into the live stream on Fridays, you have a chance to potentially get a discount. All right, but again, trading with purple candles. Purple candles usually means that consolidation, right? We're not really looking in either direction in this case, but we'll talk about what we look for as well here in a sec. Never broke the bottom side of the Neo cloud, so we still be bullish stance on this one. But going to the price action concepts, you can see here, we rejected a pretty nice imbalance and then set a new low. So overall, change character came into play, came up, rejected an imbalance, broke down. Didn't really do much after that. We've had it multiple days in a row now. We're just chilling. Now we go to that 4-hour time frame. Okay. Now this is where you clearly want to see something happen, right? Now, what do we look for now? What are we looking for? In this case, I want to see this thing break up over 23.52 before I consider any type of bullish price action. This thing's just trading in a very solid range here. Right now, we can see here, where's that peak volume, right? Peak volume is right where we need to break through, which makes sense, right? You could just consider, in this case, for one, you have a massive stack of selling volume that was here previously, right? So in this case, if price breaks through this, that volume more than likely would flip, right? Flip back on gold here. So again, all we need to do is break structure. Give me 2350. Give me through 2350. Let me see support. Give me nice structure coming into that level again on the upside potential, then move, right? But overall, every time it's retouched any of these levels here, as you can see, they're printed on this 3335, 3346, 3357, all very strong bearish volume from the past. So we need to break through that. This is the biggest thing we need to see. So as you can see here, it's already having trouble yet again as it enters this bearish money flow, enters the strong volume, enters a strong order block as well. So there's just a lot that needs to be broken here on a 4-hour time frame to be bullish on this at all. So that being said, yet again, signals and overlays. I'm going to go ahead and optimize it as said in the dashboard, 15. And we'll look at this too. So we finally get these opposing signals. Finally get opposing signals. We get purple candles, right? Good sign. But again, look what needs to happen. This is lined up beautifully from the other side with the same Neo Cloud high. So it needs to break through the top of that Neo Cloud. You'll get a change. You'll start getting seeing that buying pressure coming out of that as well. So it needs to break these levels big time. Structure needs to shift. And we maybe then get that move to the upside. Now, going back to the daily, though, let's take off signals and overlays. Let's look at the price action one more time. Coming into this, well, again, there's that structural point, right? Makes a lot more sense there. Very minor lower high. It's not a very high volume lower high there. We got it very quickly. So that's a good sign for this thing being a full-on reset. This honestly looks more, in my opinion, like a very stretched bull flag than it does anything bearish. So, but I'm not going to sit here and assume this thing's a bull flag, right? I'm not going to assume gold's in a bull flag. That's the dumbest thing you could do. If we take its recent pivotal point, though, guys, let's see where it's sitting on the Fibonacci. Recent pivotal, bouncing right off the 50% retracement. So that's money, right? So if this were to actually make that, let's just say it's a bull flag because it's very similar. Lower high, lower low, right? And then, you know, it'd be nice to get another lower high. But in this case, this could be a short-term bull flag. So if this thing makes that pushing, breaking move, we look for that retest confirmation. It's all about the retest confirmation. Now, obviously, you know, there's other ways people trade, but for this daily trend to be proper, which it's been proper for a while, the retest confirmation is something you would look for. Now, whether that's just a bounce off the 33.40, 33.50, then I'd be very happy. But this little zone here, I would take it as low as 33.40, and then anywhere above 33.55, 33.60 would be money. But for now, though, on that daily, you're still in the bearish structure. On the 4 hour, you're still, you know, consolidating, still in the bearish structure. So we talked about the money flow profile on the 4 hour, still below the majority volume where all selling happened. So again, need to really focus on breaking this level first, and then you more than likely would see some type of bull flag type of break. You'll probably see a lot of coverage coming in with extra volume to get out of shorts, right? So seeing that could be very possible this week. It just needs to break, but for now, still would be bearish until we get that break. Got to have the break first. Otherwise, otherwise the bears are in control of that move. Something's wrong with the mainstream media. You guys having really that big of issues? It's saying the connection's great. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what to tell you. All my bandwidth's being used up, I guess. Hopefully it's not too bad. Hopefully it's not too bad. All right, cool. I'm gonna keep going, guys. Hopefully it fixes itself tomorrow. Maybe I'll up my internet or something. We'll figure it out. Guy said bull flag setup. Come on. What do you mean, brother? There is a potential bull flag in the looking of that daily time frame. It's very minor though, but again, bull flag's a bull flag. You can't fight. You can't go against what a bull flag looks like. Something went wrong. The stream for me, everything says it's fine. So I'm sorry if it's not messing with you guys. If it's messing with you guys, just reload your browser. Try it in an app or something. Bull flags are elementary, guys. That's all he's focused on was our concentration on the bull flag. Goodness gracious, dude. All right, let's keep going, guys. Goodness gracious. That's all. He didn't hear anything else we said about it. All right, my friends. But that being said, there's that 50% retracement we talked about, regardless of that bull flag idea. But it's also trading inside the top of the Neo. It hasn't even touched the bottom of the Neo clouds, though. Considering that trend, we're still in that 87%. If we go into the, go into the screener as well here. We can see the overall view. Because watch, the price action right now on the weekly, still in that bullish rating, right? Still bullish rating on the screener for the price action on the weekly chart. On the 4 hour chart, bullish, right? Daily's on neutral. So if that flips on that daily to bullish, even though it's still consolidating right now, we got to get that breakout through that 2350, right? That's going to flip bullish as well. Strong bullish on the 1 hour. Overall rating for price action, strong bullish on the 1 hour. Got to love that. Oscillator here, we know when the oscillator shows neutral signs, it's better off copying what's happening on the other screeners, because the oscillator is always early. The oscillator is always an early play. 4 hours bullish. You can see weekly neutral, daily bearish. See, it's all over the map. So we always keep a close eye on what's happening in the other ones as well. I need to actually get rid of some of the. Let me get rid of the features. Some of these features here. Hold on. Actually, forget that for now. But for now, as we can see here, daily, weekly, and the 4-hour on gold here for the screener for these signals and overlays. Weekly still strong bullish. Gotta love that. Overall rating still strong bullish. The gold 1 hour also strong bullish, but daily and 4-hour neutral and bearish. So again, yet again, all signs pointing consolidation right now. We need to see a break to either side before considering any type of trade in this case. Sorry, looking at it. Yeah, TikTok stream should be good. TikTok stream should be good. All right, guys. That being said, let's hop over to the ES here. And what so happened? Let's go. Let's talk about it. I'm going to go ahead and take off signals and overlays for now and look at the price action. Now, first off, the learner trader, I'm not one of the I don't create the indicators, but I am a part of the team. Is it still happening on some of you guys? Anybody got mobile? I don't know why I saw that up anyway. All right, let's keep going. Sorry, guys. Even on 360. What are you talking about? Goodness gracious. All right, so the Nasdaq, guys. Nasdaq makes that massive breakout. We talked about on Friday. All we wanted to see was this thing closing over that previous lower high sitting up here. This lower high was at 17,949. We got the beautiful close. To go to that weekly candle as well, closed up over last week's high. You can't get better than that with the massive pullback that we had there 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago. I guess you could say 2, and 2 weeks ago. Either way, though, we discussed the overall idea of the correction. The correction here, when you look at proper corrections, it's between 5 and 10%. Minor corrections around 5%. A normal correction is around 10%. This thing lined up right at that 8.47%. I think on the ES is a little bit lower, but weekly starting out very strong. We had a gap up today. No crazy news this week. So, a lot of buying could flood into recovering this price, which would be nice, and we'll keep a close eye on it accordingly. But what did we say on Friday? We talked about this idea of you can see inverse head and shoulder type setups on the oscillator matrix, which you got here, gapping up in today of a full 144 point jump. So it's really nice to see that actually come into play here. But for now, again, we're still not in that bullish structure. In this case, we're still climbing out of this massive dip we had. We're starting to get into these higher volume levels there. Getting through that 17,886 was money with that high volume buying that was printed there before. But yet again, 18K was that level that we wanted to see trading over this week. And that's exactly what we got and we talked about last week. The other big thing is coming out of this Neo cloud. So seeing us come out of the Neo is huge. Coming out of the Neo here, a retest at the bottom of the Neo cloud, but never broke below it. It's coming back out of it. Notice, yet again, price trades above it, trades and holds it as support, or even creates it as a shelf in this case. You're in a very strong trend. You see the Neo cloud also trading through and above, right? Sorry, not the Neo cloud. You see the oscillator matrix trading above that 50 level. On this upside here usually indicates a strong trend as well, so long as you continue to make those turning points above that 50 level, and then trading with a nice gap above the Neo as well. Strong trend, right? We came off of that. Now we're back above the Neo. It's a good sign there. I want to see some bullish candles come in here, get out of the purples. Either way, the price action side of things is really, really clean here. Going into that 4-hour time frame, we talked about the idea of, first off, we created that change of character, but holding above this 17.936 here. That was a very key level before it made that major breakdown. It happened, it broke out, and now it held up above 18K, and it moved off it. Guys, if you're having a problem with the stream, especially Hodl Gang, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna keep going though, but I appreciate you letting me know. We'll try to get it going, try to get it fixed. Everything on my end saying it's fine, so I don't know what to tell you. It was just having weird bandwidth issues because we're streaming to like 6 platforms. Goodness gracious. All right. But Nasdaq breaking back through that 18,071 is money. Getting back over 1,800 in general. So this week, holding up over 1,800, getting back into this high volume range that we were at previously with these highs here. You can see here, priority volume up there. I'm going to stretch this out to 500. and see even with this stretched out. Look at that. Even with 500 moving, calculating even more candles, still put us at the majority of volume up here at that 18,200 level. So a lot of volume traded at these highs. So that would be our overall target for now, getting up to that price 18,200 here on the Nasdaq before we consider anything else. But that should push it into enough bullish structure that we might continuously see higher lows. But we'll keep a close eye on that every day as we continue to go about this. Signals and overlays on this, I mean, go back to 13. Had OFMC, so a lot of traded back and forth. But again, trading through that Neo cloud. When we trade through the Neo cloud, that's a no-go type trading, right? We don't want to see us trade through the Neo whatsoever, especially opposing, right? So this broke out of a bearish Neo cloud. Notice the difference, right? When price trades below the Neo and continuously taps and wicks the Neo cloud, that's in a trending state. Price starts having body closes in the Neo cloud. That's when you're in consolidation. People always ask me, how do you know whether or not you're in consolidation or not? That's one easy way you can do it. Another easy way is keeping an eye on how structure is being formed here. So seeing if there's multiple change characters, if those change characters are actually being held. In this case, wasn't held once it broke, right? Broke this swing point, but not by much, and broke back down. So again, breaks back down again. After that, we finally saw a BOS that was making more sense for that breakout move. So seeing that looks really strong here on the Nasdaq. Same thing with the ES, guys. So far, we'll keep an eye on it this week, but the ES here still climbing out of this. Its majority volume came back down here on the 4 hour around that 5100. But remember what we said about the ES. It broke above that change character as well here. Remember what we said about the ES was the fact that this retracement between 5 to 10%, correction, whatever you may call it, came at the perfect time. There's no way this just magically decided to, I mean, obviously, there's a lot going on in our world right now, a lot going on in the Middle East and stuff like that. So, that had a lot of effect on it. But overall, it's magical that this decided to create that correction when it had a chance to go tag 5K and hold 5K. Like that just seems like at that point it is rigged. You know what I'm saying? It's like that beautiful correction happens. It decides to just perfectly tag 5K. I mean, you can't get better than that. That being said, though, massive breakout today, up 42 points on the ES. What a great recovery. Back over that change character, which I do like. It's a great sign. Signals and overlays. I got to get going. Sorry. We're going to do this, and then we'll talk about our crude oil trade, and then we'll go from there. Signals and overlays here, optimize. See, trading above it. No problemo. Trading above it, breaks down, starts trading through the Neo cloud. That's when the correction came in, and we're back above it again. So we'll see if this thing creates some type of signal here very soon. And we'll go from there. But the oscillator, full on major extension of the downside, coming back up, breaking up to the upside again. Everything's looking pretty solid here. So like I said before, let's hold now this week over like 150. 150 would be very nice to hold over. All right, let's talk about our crude oil trade that we're still in. Now, for those of you that don't know, we talk about trade opportunities all the time here. When we see setups, we throw them here in the chat, or throw them in the chat. We don't. What am I thinking? I'm looking at the chat, saying chat. Either way, when we talk about setups, we do put them into a special watch list, and we continue to watch them and take the trades accordingly. But that's pretty much all we do. I'm not going to just sit here and tell you to buy and sell because I legally can't do that. But we'll let you know when a setup of ours usually comes into play. Crude oil did beautifully. We had that bear stream point coming on the oscillator, and we already took off our first TP mark. That first TP was at 79K here. Let me pull the labels. Okay. So our first TP there was back at the 78.96 play right there. We ended up taking that off because of the high volume that was traded through that 79.80 level. But we're now holding out to see this 77, right? We're waiting to see that 77 move to the downside. 77.50 is what we're targeting right now. We'll see if that ends up playing out or not. But we're already locked in for some. At this point, more than likely, we can go ahead and move this out to break even or below that. I'm just going to leave it where it's at for now until we get a significant lower high. But 77.50 is in line here. After that, I honestly, I would say 75. 76, 75 would probably be that like extended price. The only thing that I don't like is the fact that we have it extended through 20 down here. So it's already overextended. If this doesn't hit this week, 77.50, we'll probably just close out. Overall, though, that gap down the first day hit our main target that we were looking for. So we'll see how it trades over the next few days with the report coming in on Wednesday as well. And the fact that it's extended is the only thing that I'm like, we might just take it off and continue from there. But great job nonetheless. Bitcoin pumping, you said? Where is it at? Be nice. 63,372. So it is well above $300 above now where we had it early on the stream. But overall, that's about it here on the crude oil trade that we discussed. And let's see here. I think there was another one that we were talking about before. I'm gonna go ahead and we'll look at that here in a second. Let me go to the euro really quickly. Euro's finally making its bounce back. I love this thing finally on the euro. If this is gonna look, oh wait, price action, that it broke this recent lower low, right? It had this lower low and then that BOS to the downside. It went up and rejected it and then broke out of it. In this case now, I would now be starting to look for potential bullish setup here on the euro. I would want to see if this thing wants to potentially come back up through the 108 like we discussed before. Then give me some support off 107.5. 107.5 was that key level we watched for on that euro for potential reversal type move. So it being up over 107.5, that's a very key level to keep a close eye on, and potentially targeting that open close daily high up there, 108.6. So let's see if we can potentially see that this week. But price action very clean here so far on the euro. So we'll see. We just need to get through this bearish imbalance as well. The oscillator is beautiful. What a beautiful reversal back after a divergence. So we'll see if it can get up over that 108 again. It tagged it, sold off from it, and now we're just kind of trading below it. But let's get through that. Show support over set 175. Maybe we'll talk about a potential trade on that later on. Besides that, let me see here. Let's go to our setup list real quick. Make sure, I think there was a setup we missed. I think it was on near. I think near's on the board though. It is on the board. I'm gonna go ahead and do near. I'm going to do near for you guys. If you missed our Bitcoin, analysis, just go to the beginning of the stream. We did go over Bitcoin here at the beginning, but let's keep it going here. All right, so near, guys, near. Man, I didn't take it. Biggest reason was because that turning point, right? We like that turning point. It happened below the 50 level, which is kind of a bummer because either way, this thing actually already would have been off of this right here. This thing already with a stop here is sitting at, almost, half, right? Almost at 0.5 of its, we would have taken profit regardless at the bottom of this order block, but TP1 pretty much already hit. So from this level now, stops would have been moved, up to the bottom of that wick. For near, 770 would be at take profit. Besides that, going to the weekly time frame is the next thing I want to watch for. It'd be this open close high right here on the weekly. That's what we're talking 825. Which look at that, just lines up beautifully with this previous open close high right there. Bop, rejected beautifully. So that would bend the if I would have taken it there. That's where it lined up with our normal setup. But it just so happened to create that turning point below the 50, which I don't like. It had bearish money flow as well, which I don't like. But either way, turning point happened there. You would have had a very nice day yesterday. Would have tagged in that previous resistance. So near for now, if it can get up over 770, this thing's probably going 820s, 850. So 770 is that high price. Is the top of the order block. Sorry, let's see. Yep, 770. If it breaks up through 770 on near here, you're probably going to get that move into 850. So it's not bad. Maybe it's because it's in Europe or something. Maybe problems with YouTube. I don't know. Hopefully not. Either way, near there again. Now, what you want to watch after it had this candle close up here is I would want to see kind of this area respected. Right, we have these open close. Let's just draw a regular line right here. Right here, boom. Watch it hold over 713. Watch it hold over 7. Going here on the weekly as well, though. Look at where that lines up here. That lines up beautifully with two sets of weekly levels. Ones that happened in 2021 where it rejected, ones that happened in 2020, late 2021 where it bounced, right? So that is a very significant level for it. And if price is going to trade above it, you can already see it's bounced directly off of that area. So if price is going to trade above that, definitely going to be more bullish than bearish in this current state of near where it's at. So for now, though, 200, sorry. For now, though, if you look as well, you have, right, an idea behind a very, very, you know, awkwardly shaped inverse head and shoulders, but the overall idea is still there. Price, the way price action moves doesn't matter. It's respecting a similar level. It's creating a inverted version of what it used to have, lower low versus a higher low. And it's all in that same sense of what could happen. Retested a previous resistance level. Now it's breaking back through it. So this here, creating that higher low, very good indication that this thing more than likely is going to break this order block above 770. So definitely bullish here on near. Would want to see that breakout. I'm sad that we could have still entered this and been, you know, a nice trade in it, but overall it doesn't matter. It didn't set up the way we wanted it to. We needed a little bit more action, but either way, if you did end up being in that, great job for one of our setups. We're gonna just call that one for now for near. But near right now, upside target. Upside target on near is going to be that 825 to 850 for now. If for some reason this breaks down, I wouldn't be bearish until it breaks below $6. So keep a close eye on it, okay? Yo, Brian, welcome to the Hodl Gang. Yo, Hodl Gang's in the chat for our boy Brian. Let's get it, man. Let's go. Man, Brian locked in 5 entries to every single Friday $300 giveaway, as well as cool emotes and badges, guys. If you want a better chance of getting of winning those Friday giveaways, make sure that you join the Hodl Gang. Very much appreciate it, Brian. If you have YouTube Premium, you can actually sign up for free as well. Brian, welcome, my friend. Let's go. Let's go. Besides that, let's keep going. Guys asked about gold. We already went over gold. So make sure you tune in earlier if you want gold. We always go over that one first. For now, we are going to be going over the suggested symbols here that you guys wanted earlier. If you guys want to add one of your symbols to the wheel, well, you have to join the stream earlier. We always go live between 1 and 2 Eastern every day, so be on the lookout for when we do, and you might have a chance to get your symbol added. All right, wild. I call it the wild coin, but it is world coin. World coin we haven't done in a while. Speaking of while. All right. Sorry, I'm looking. New emojis soon? Possibly. I have 55 Bitcoin. I mean, you hold it, my friend. 100K this year. 100K this year. What's up, guys? How we doing? Do with, please. Or are you the man behind the indicators? I'm part of the team that creates the indicators. I'm not one of the developers, but I'm part of the entire Lux Algo team. All right, here we go. First off, we're going to get, if this candle can close above this previous swing point here, aka lower high, looking really good on World Coin, right? Oscillator did set a higher low, which is nice with that support that happened to be off $5. Let's go to the weekly because, guys, I mean, weekly level here, very significant here on World Coin. Am I right or am I wrong? Look at this. This thing went up, open close high there, and it went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, and it traded lower. Broke it on the 10th week, right? And guess what? Price came right back to that weekly open close level, and I mean, you can't, like, this thing busted through it and then tagged it one more time right there, and we're back up off of it. Again, overall, I would say if you were trading this for the long term, this was good value at 420. I would have bought it right at 420. Oh, mouse, come back to me. I bought it literally right at 420. Now, besides 420 blaze, we're looking for a nice little breakout to continue the daily structure to the upside. If we want to be on that bullish daily structure, there's a few things that have problems with this level and why it's rejecting right now. First off, it's the fact that you have this. It's the fact that you have this little bounce back here coming off of this wick low. And if I just grab that wick right there, boom, and I mark the box off low with that wick and that open close level on the daily, look at what happened before. First off, you had a massive sell imbalance happen here, price came up and then rejected it, right? Filled some of those sell orders when it retests that imbalance. Now we come back in, and guess what? We have fully liquidated that imbalance spot, and that's why you're probably seeing a lot more volume, right? You're seeing a volume pick up because now the people that originally sold here, if they're still holding, they're going to close those positions, going to drive the buyers, right? So in that case here, I would really, really want to see actually a close over this high of 618, right? 6.18. But this one is starting to look like it wants to play out quite nicely. So if it does break above that level there, I would want to see it come back and confirm that it actually wants to hold it. That's where the offset comes into play. Guys, I'm going to be completely honest right now. I'm putting this on our setup list. This actually could be really good because we have a higher low here, but a beautiful downtrend. First of all, beautiful downtrend. Higher low here, retest 50, comes back down, sets another, or sorry, higher high, comes back, sets another higher low. If this thing extends and creates an overbought territory there, turning point up there, and then comes back to reset, I bet you there's 90% chance it bounces beautifully somewhere in like the $6 level. Especially if the market's going to continue like it's doing right now. So very much would be keeping a close eye on Wild right now as it's trading back through. But again, your opportunity level just by plotting the weekly chart, was that 4.229. I'm not just making up that level. That's coming from the weekly chart. That's coming from a weekly open close high. And exactly why I always tell you to mark off your weekly open close pivotal points. It's just that important. That is where you could have had the best buy, and yet again, you would pretty much already be up $2. You were up $2 at one point today. So it's just the weekly levels, I can't stress enough, is so important. So watch today though for a candle close over 6.18. That's very important. Closing over 618 today, very important on Wild. Let's look up the signals and overlays really quickly. You can see here it's still within a bearish neocloud, but we do very much so like the overall idea of the price action and the offset and the way it's playing. But notice here what's going to happen too. Either way, if this creates our setup, right, this got to extend one more day, right, and then it's got to come back down. This extends one more day, it's probably going to go into purple candles. If it's a really high volume day, it's going to immediately flip to a bullish candle, and then you'll see this thing play and rest off of that neo if it doesn't flip. If the neo flips right away, which it very much can, if depending on the volume, then you'll see potential support off of that. But either way, you'll more than likely we're going to get a very nice bullish or purple candle here coming out of the next few days. So we'll keep a close eye on this as well. But overall, man, it's just real nice. There's a lot of buying happened off the $7 level as well, as we saw here. Nice volume spike for the buying there, but we'll see as it approaches that 7 and potentially plays out for us. So that's Wild for you guys. Let's keep going. I always say Wild. To me, it's Wild Coin, my friends, but I get it. It is World Coin. That's World for you guys. Let's keep going. Coin. Speaking of coin, am I in an airplane? Oh, jeez. Hold on. They're suffering. Hold on. Guys, see, this is why I hate that the audio messes. Hold on. Give me 1 sec. I gotta freaking flop this over. 1 sec. Somebody tell hey, the chat's got when the audio's messed up, the chat goes wild. Sorry. TikTok is just annoying. That the overall way to get the stream on TikTok is annoying right now for us. But we're here and you guys just have a different mic. It's just annoying. If that happens again, let me know. But this is the problem when you stream to 12 different platforms at once. You gotta keep an eye on what's going on. You guys won't hear it. People on YouTube won't hear it. I'm sorry. All right, next up, coin. Let's go. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. It might happen again, okay? So just let me know if it does. And it's not people on... It's not the people... Fam, I don't go to one of our videos. It explains it. This is buy volume at that level, sell volume at that level, buy volume at sell volume here, buy volume here. The yellow indicates the highest amount of volume. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, man. I don't know what else to tell you. I mean, sell volume, right, at 91.82. Buy volume here at 116, 108, right? Because it's green and this is red. High, then this just tells you the peak volume. I mean, it should be pretty black and white. It's just gonna, regardless. All right. Coin. Coin here on the weekly. Yet again, lower lows, lower highs, right? Slope is still in play for coin. Slope's still in play here, still in bearish, but needs to break out of it. I do like that this thing is playing off this slope potentially. If this thing gets bought back up here on the oscillator here, that would turn over nicely. All right, that turn over quite nicely right there. Look to see if that turns up and then potentially continues for that breakout move. Now, this is creating a type of wedge on the oscillator as well, which is interesting, but we marked off these levels a while ago for a level we want to continue to see this bounce. All this comes from is these high volume lows over here that was respected multiple times. This was respected here on the weekly. Again, guys, weekly time frames are so important. Weekly levels are so important. Now, off of this weekly here, holding up nicely, came up, and then also beautifully rejected. Not very many levels have done that on coin. So that's why, yet again, we talked about this on the weekly mostly, because that was the first time this has happened. Here's your structure play, though. If I go with the price action concepts here, here's a structure right there. BOS breakout there. Very nice breakout. Price is respecting it. This is a very nice fade from a high, right? Very nice fade to potentially make a continuation to break 280 or 300. But as you can see here, getting bought back right off of 196, 200 already. That also lines up with our weekly levels that we plotted quite easily with that zone there. We want to see this week, though. I need to see this thing kind of close up. Over 240 would be nice here on coin. Now, coin earnings just happened, right? I think we can finally look at these. Coin earnings just happened with quarter 1. There it is. Great quarter, right? Revenue up 200%. Obviously makes sense. You know, crypto's going crazy right now. The net income was 1.18 billion. They haven't had $1 billion quarter in a long time. Their annual for 2023 was 94 million, right? In net income. That's insane. They lost 2 billion the year before in 2022. Now, finally, that crypto's cranking back up again. They made more last quarter than they did last year. How insane is that? So again, makes sense why this thing has been ramping up a lot recently. So again, this week I would really want to see this thing over 240. As long as it's going to respect the 208, 200 level, I'm happy. And yeah, we have potential big buys coming up over 240 if, you know, this is where that high volume profile, or from the money flow profile right up there at the highs, 240 right there, lower high as well. This is still in that bearish slope though, like we said. And as you can see as well, the Neo Cloud has flipped back bearish too. So again, if we're going to be any way going to be bullish on this, I need it over 240. It's respecting this zone. It's good, like good dip buy type situation, right? For long-term plays. But if we're going to be trading this sucker, get me through that 240, please. You get through 240. If that happens, then the oscillator, I'll wait to see if confirmation comes in, and then we'll climb back up. But coin looks good between 240 and 220. The fact, you know, earnings was good. Fantastic earnings. Can't get better than that. 282% on the earnings, the EPS, and then 22% on the revenue. So insane. Gotta love that. But let's go. Let's keep going. Guys, we already took suggestions at the beginning of the stream. If you want a specific symbol analyzed, you got to tune in early. Got to tune in early, my friends. Got to tune in early. Now, we just went over coin. Let's keep going. Hopefully my mic didn't mess up again. All right, let's keep going. Next up with the Avalanche. All right.
Who's your daddy?
I haven't done that today yet, but there you go. Daily candle. For the billionth time, this is exactly why you plot your weekly levels, especially high volume weekly levels. Yet another price point here. 2 weekly rejections off of AVAX back in 2021, off of 39, right? That's high volume level, right? Price trades through that, comes back down through it, right? Comes back down. But then again, most recently, right? If this isn't being respected, who cares, right? Most recently, we had a higher low off of 3261. Right? That's where a lot of the volume is coming in. Look at the volume difference here. Coming up from these lows, massive volume coming in. I'm a big Avalanche fan. It's not one that I have a ton of, but I have bought some, and I've been holding it for a while. But 3261 here, coming from an open close weekly higher low from its recent pump that it had, right? Price comes back. So far last week respected that beautifully. Again, when we come back to these zones, I always consider them good buys for the long term, meaning 5-10 years, right? That's a high volume, or not a high volume level, but it is a good value range, right? Good value level around 32s. We discussed even with the money flow, not the money flow profile, even with the other volume profile, that the bottom of that value range was sitting right here at 32, right? Let me optimize this to 10. Now, the other thing we're watching, right? Price trade through these quite easily. Purple, green candles, not really much that I would be considering to the downside, but you can see even here, the price is still trading below that bearish Neo cloud. So it's trading below that, respecting, regardless of respecting that weekly level, I would still overall, if you're trading this, be bearish. We need to see some bullish price action, right? This thing's been back and forth here above that 32, but it's still respecting the high volume levels that it was in, right? But in this case, still, again, when price trades below or above a Neo cloud, we consider it a stronger trend, and it keeps wicking that Neo cloud. And so I would still be overall bearish on this. You also do have a very lovely bearish imbalance sitting up here as well. But 32, guys, 32 was a good buy for the long term, in my opinion, for now. We'll see if this consolidation continues this week. If we want to be bullish, let's get through 40. I'm not going to be full on bullish through 40, but it's a good start. I overall would actually want this thing to be up above this previous lower high, which is very high. And this is a good area to actually break. If we break through 45, that would take out these previous highs and that previous low that created a lower high. So we could potentially see a nice slingshot 45 if it goes back to that level. But we'll be watching the oscillator as well. Make sure it's back into that bullish structure. We want to see clean structure on the oscillator to show us a potential move through the 45s or higher. But for now, looking good off of that 32 low, just from that weekly higher low that we discussed there. Great spot to consider. But besides that, you did have that open close one there too that tagged, but didn't tag for a second time. Good area though. Good area. Okay. Haven't done JPY yet, cut face. No. I do like the 32 though on Avalanche. Upside target would be that 40. Upside target would be that 40 breakout. And we're spread out today. Pepe's all over it today. Let's go, Pepe. Come on, brother. TRB. Oh man, Pepe's on it. Pepe's on it. Let's get it. What's up, Eli? I think Hood is going to do similar with Coin with earnings. Isn't Hood under investigation or some bullcrap? Pretty sure they're under investigation. All right, TRB, my friends. TRB, well, we can already see it had a very nice volume spike. If you guys can't tell that that's high volume without clicking the volume chart, then I don't know what you're doing, but there you go. Massive volume spike. All right, TRB, though, weekly chart, right? Let's mark off its pivotal weekly levels. First thing we always do. Weekly pivotal level there. Weekly pivotal level here, right? I mean, we could even consider that. I'm going to just leave that one there for now because it lines up, guess what, with this price right here. Right? Lines up with that price there. And these two line up together too. So I guess we'll mark that. 3, actually. Weekly levels there. Pivotal points, right? Pivotal points. Now, we even got this one too. We could, I guess, mark off if we wanted to. Now, first off, completely demolished that high price, right? Money. The other thing is this thing faded through here, bounced up beautifully above the 72, right? Price came back down into TRB. Did not want to respect these weekly levels, which is fine. But again, like I would say before, regardless if it doesn't respect it, we want to wait until these levels are retested. We want to wait in general. I like, in my opinion, when I go to buy more at extra levels, I just take my weekly levels. I set a buy, and then I set a buy, right? So I would have gotten one at 72, gotten one at 64, right? Let's just average this in, right? 72, right? Plus 64. I'm just going to do these. I'm going to round. Plus 44 divided by 3. You got an average price of 60. So your average price is sitting at 60 right now if you would have just bought, let's just say, one per level, right? So up at 95 yet again after a massive freaking week last week. Can't get better than that. So for now, structure, in my opinion, on the daily is fully broken. This is fully broken structure. I definitely will be looking bullish now on ARB. The biggest thing here, or TRB, sorry. The biggest thing here, first off, slope completely destroyed. It tried to hold it. But the nice part is this thing completely demolished these previous highs, right? You got this previous lower high there completely taken out. I mean, I guess we could say 100 is more than likely going to be psychological. So if we can get through 100, it'd be much better. But this guy says 68. Jaw, depends if you're leveraged, my friend. TRB 150. We're gonna be looking at some Forex. We're looking at USD JPY here in a minute. The Euro USD looks actually pretty decent as well. But this coming back up over that 80, man. Retesting and blowing through this previous lower high at 90. I would really want to see 100 tagged first, but really nice bullish volume. This is very strong. So again, if you have a full reset or retest here, I want to see 72.45 hold first. If we just pull our pivotal low here for this guy to this high, we're looking right now 50% retracement lines up beautifully in that zone. So this reversal could play out quite nicely. You know, there is an opportunity potentially for us to take a trade on this as well with the oscillator, as long as that structure is obeyed. So we'll keep a close eye on it as well in the 80s for a potential trade. Remember though, when we're talking long term, we are not talking about trades. Yeah, right? Long term, we buy at lows, right? We buy at significant levels. Trades, we do not. Okay, a lot different, a lot of different opportunities. All right, so TRB looks really good. I just want to see this thing hold up in the 90s, be nice. But if we do tag 80, we'll watch to see where we like it after that. 4 hour, yeah, 4 hour respecting structure 80 right there. Boom, there's your structure point. Respecting structure at 80 would be money on TRB. So that's what I would keep a close on right now. Upside target besides that, bottom of this order block, 107. Weekly time frame targets would be right here, 113, 114. So let's see if we can get that. All right, 113, 114. Let me make sure I didn't get anything. All right, yeah. So that'd be my upside target first. If it does make that full retracement, I mean, you could even talk about, yeah, 80 looks so good. There's that weekly higher low as well. 80 looks really good. We'll be watching 80 big time. We'll be watching 80 big time. Take profit, man. Like I said, 107 and 114 would be levels I'm watching. After that, like 120. All right, let's move on to the next one. Can this thing keep picking? Let's see. Can this thing keep picking? Come on, brother. What you got for me, brother? H bar, almost. Almost. Let's see here. All right, USD JPY, let's go. I'm going to type it in multiple times. What am I doing? All right. Oh, Onda. Okay, this thing, wow, this thing went and crushed all-time highs. Did it again? Massive rally, right? Massive rally. So, USD JPY, biggest thing you're going to be watching this week is holding up over this 151. This low right here from last week is 151.85. So, we're going to need to hold this BOS at 151, 152. Please. Hold that level. If that holds, I think you're going to be okay. Structure's going to play out nicely still. But I will say that volatility that came into the market last week could upset kind of what's been happening recently with this very nice uptrend, okay? So I would like to see if that holds. If it doesn't, then if this thing breaks below 150.90 or 151, you're probably going to see that retest of 150. Now, that's if that happens, right? The weekly looks very good here to where I think it could very much hold that price. I think you will more than likely actually go retest that low of 151.85. this week. But we'll see. You know, this is holding that daily structure quite nicely. Signals and overlays, man. Let's go to the 15 optimize here on the, we're on the daily. Yeah, on the daily. Price, look at that. Price beautifully traded above the Neo, tagged the Neo again, got the 3 continuation signals, say, hey, here's your go ahead, keep going. Trade above the Neo, trade above the Neo, finally re-tagged the Neo. It traded and broke the bottom of the Neo, which can be an early indication of it potentially reversing, but so long as it doesn't fully break through it, then we can consider differently. But this thing tagging the lows here, if it breaks back out to that upside 156, we'll keep a very close eye on it, maybe to make a kind of move like this. But for now, it is definitely showing you a potential top, right? Potential top is being shown right now, so we'll see where it goes from there. Massive move nonetheless. Let's go to the weekly with the signals and overlays as well to look at it. I'm going to go back to 12, like it says. And here you go. Trading above the Neo, treating the Neo as a shelf. Good sign on the weekly. So, again, that's above that previous high too. Trading above the Neo, trading it as a shelf. Good sign. Let's see if it actually, you know, breaks below that, starts trading it in the Neo or not. That's kind of your biggest watch right now. Besides that, money flow profile well above that high volume level makes sense, right? Busted through that, finally created a higher low off of that too to make that breakout move. Not much else to talk about there. Let me go to the 4 hour here. 4 hour, a lot of volume in the 155, a little below 155 there. But man, yeah, that crazy 4 hour coming in. Yeah, that's the biggest. I mean, I would just watch the 152 all week. Watch 152. Brett, what's up, man? How you doing? If you have any questions, let me know about the indicators or whatnot. I got you. Let's keep moving, my friends. Keep moving. Got about 4 more we're gonna go over, and then we have, you know, if you tune in at the beginning of the stream, you can get your symbol added to the board. Got about 20 minutes left of this stream. If this doesn't hit the second time, you did good today, Pepe. I appreciate it. Yo, Eli, welcome to the Hodl Gang, my friend. Let's go, guys. New Hodl Gang member in the house. Eli, welcome. Really appreciate you being here. He just locked in 5 extra entries to every single Friday $300 giveaway, okay? And locked in 5 entries to every single Friday $300 giveaway, as well as the cool emotes and badges. So welcome, my friend. Let's freaking go, Eli. Welcome. Literally, if you have YouTube Premium, you can join for free. If not, it's literally $1. You get those 5 extra entries. If you enjoy tuning in every day, I would recommend doing it. Otherwise, just sub, man. Appreciate our subscribers as well. Every single one of you. But welcome. Render. Let's go over that. Got a few more. Render. Oh my goodness.
Who's your daddy?
You guys, another one of those, because if you tuned in every single day to this live stream, I talked about the Render $7 price about 50 gajillion times. If you got into Render off $7 from what we talked about, Hodl Gang's in the chat. I don't know. W's in the chat. Come on. Somebody has to have bought Render off 7. Okay, somebody had to buy it. This line was here. I did not just put this line here. It's been here. We've talked about it every single day since last week, since it's hit 7, since it's faded to 7. We said, hey, we like the $7 price. If it comes back to 7, we're gonna freaking trade it off 7. We like it. That's our long buy. Right now, we're almost up $3. I swear to God, if nobody bought it off them, I'm honestly gonna be mad. But great job here. All this comes from, my friends, is that weekly level. You guessed it, right? Jacob likes weekly levels. Yep, I do. Well, there you go. Beautiful tag up once again. A cajillion. Oh, we got 2 members. Brian. Dude, I didn't even see Brian. Wait, did I see Brian? Yes, I did. I did, right? How many members did we have join today? You got 2? Either way, man. Welcome to the Hodl Gang. I'm just hyped. This is insane. Fantastic buys yet again. We talked about it on stream. This is why you tune into the stream every single day, my friends. Tagging 7 comes from that weekly open close high. Again, massive bounce off. Daily time frame here. Great consolidation at these lows. Rallies right off of it. You can see price even 7 again. Right there. Bam. Bounces. Yet again, high volume. But again, it comes from that weekly level, my friends. Comes from the weekly level every single time. Besides that, here, breaking out. This is what we like to see here. I'm going to go to 19 here on the oscillator. They're on the signals and overlays. We are breaking officially out of the top of that Neo cloud. Great sign. Remember, when we trade through the Neo, we're inside the Neo. That's a no-go, no trade. Outside the Neo, we're happy. We're happy outside the Neo, regardless of which direction. Again, if you ever see the Neo cloud turn into an EMA, like we said, you better be prepared. Better buckle in because that thing's going to freaking go nuts. Now, render breaking out of this high. This is where the money's at, my friends. This is what we want to see. I want to see, first off, where render is going to end up trading the rest of this week. What's really nice here is that we have an imbalance. We have a bullish imbalance here with a very nice change character play so far. We have a nice zone to talk about because this just comes from this daily wick to open close level where it created that previous lower high. So in that case, if structure is obeyed here this week, price comes back or even just doesn't even care about this level, but trades anywhere above this level, right? This zone, we have a good indication this thing's going to probably moon through about 10 bucks. So we'll keep a very close eye on it. It already tagged $10. We had a high today of 10.27. Our goal this week could get through 10.50. That would be awesome. But if this thing's going to trade over 9.50, it doesn't matter. I mean, we literally are in at 7. That was one of the best long-term opportunities we've seen in a long time on one of these smaller coins. So fan-frickin-tastic job if you ended up going through what we discussed here on stream for days. It was days, man. We tagged it multiple times down here. Now, besides that here, $10 is the watch today. It'd be nice to close over that. Yesterday's high was $10. Just close over that today. Remember what we said. So long as price continuously close over previous day's highs, it's more than likely going to continue in that direction. Look at what happens. Close over previous day high. Close over previous day high. Close over previous day high. Look what happened. It just kept going. It just kept going. It just kept going, right? So as long as that keeps happening, it's more than likely going to keep going. So we're going. Yo, crypto, welcome to the freaking HODL gang, dude. HODL gang's in the chat for our boy Crypto. Welcome, man. You locked in 5 entries to every single Friday giveaway. You also got cool custom emotes and badges, and you get to consider yourself a HODL gang member, my friend. I very much appreciate you joining. Again, guys, you can join for absolutely free if you're a YouTube Premium member. If not, I mean, it's literally $1. So just join up, man. If you enjoy the stream, you like tuning in, man. Yes, you got another step to support the stream. Regardless, I mean, if I can make it free, I would, but YouTube doesn't allow free memberships. I wish they did. Maybe someday. But for now, guys, render. Where are our targets now? After we break through 1050, we go to that weekly chart. What do we see? We have freaking 1315. 1315 is that next upside target. That's that next weekly pivotal point. I'm literally not gonna lay off the gas until we hit 13. Okay. So man, what a massive volume run we've had through 10. Gotta freaking love it. Let's go render. Great job, guys. $7, best price you can get. Let's get it. All right. Let's go. If you say Bitcoin, no, I'm not going to say that because I don't believe that. All right. I'm assuming you said bad. Let's keep going. All right, guys, let's need a monitor. All right, guys. I think I'm going to save H-bar for last. Let's do JTO next. I'll say Bitcoin is back. How about that? I'll say Bitcoin's back. Let's do that. I'm waiting for the last badge. I got to change the badge, actually. No, I think there's a... Maybe I should make more badges. Should I make a badge I think I have a yearly badge. I have to go back and look at it. I got to make some cool new emotes and badges. All right. 200, just say it. No, dude, I'm not going to say it. Bitcoin is king, brother. All right, JTO, my friends, let's go. First off, weekly level. Here's your high volume weekly spot right there. Boom, 275. Well, just so happened, price loves it. Now, JTO right here, weekly open close high. Pretty much from when it opened here on Binance. Another thing you see is lower lows, lower highs. Not too shabby. Sorry, I'm looking at it. Sorry. Now, you're lost, bro. Okay, cool. Whatever. Take your money and run, buddy. All right, let's keep going. Guy sent me $200 just to say something. I'm good. All right, that being said, guys, $4. I mean, this thing, look at the little wedge it's doing here. A little wedgie wedge. Like a higher low, lower high. I mean, this thing's just doesn't know. This is like no man's land, right? JTO, though, no Neo Cloud printed yet. No sensitivity printed yet because it's so new. These calculations, my friend, but this is interesting here because the price action concepts, you got it bouncing off of this high volume 40% order block, but look at this massive buy block here on the freaking, look at that block. Massive buying block there, off of a high volume order block, but then just overall levels 315 to 274. Massive buys, massive buy volume taken over. So it's a good sign. I would say 100% I would still be bullish on this. In my opinion, though, I need this thing to go retest 4. Like, give me $4 again on JTO, and then maybe we'll party after that. But I really want to see this thing get up like this. Like, give me some structure. It's just too opposing right now. But I will say the bulls are definitely showing you that it's in control a little bit more here. So seeing that, not a bad sign. We're still back and forth on the singles here. There's no optimal sensitivity there. If we go to the 4 hour, we should be able to see it. 4 hour here, you can see on the 4 hour, right, it is in that potential rejection. But like I said, we need to see a higher low regardless. So we'll see where it ends up being here soon. It broke above its bearish neocloud. I mean, go over to 11 here. Here's 11. All right, you're not optimizing this well, man. What are you doing? What are you doing? Either way, trading through the neocloud here. We're not even looking at the signals. Guys, I will 100% tell you, if on anything, because it does have to overall do with the volume, right? New things with volume, right? It can be a little crazy, right? It just depends on how the volume is. Now, this is what I would say. If I were you, if you ever see this many opposing signals with optimal sensitivity, more than likely, I would kind of just be patient and wait, right? It's not really worth it. Regardless, though, what we're seeing right now is, look at the difference. We're calculating the optimal sensitivity based on this current price movement. Like if we were back here, I'm curious if it was still 11 or not. Let's see. It was low volume. It was still 11 there. So yeah, I mean, it comes down to volume. The volume here was trading at, what was this? Like under 1 million in volume. That's weak sauce. So again, that's the thing about any indicators with newer ones. Even if you dive down to those lower time frames, it just, it comes down to depending on which ones you want to look at. But like we've already said, if you have that many opposing signals, regardless, it's in a no man's land. That's what we were even saying on that daily time frame, in a no man's land. But when price is trading and respecting below the neocloud, looks super solid, keeps going, right? Price came back up, didn't respect the neo, traded through the neo. You're getting a lot of opposing buying and selling volume, right? So seeing this coming back up over that, good sign, but that daily there is what's going to be a little bit more important to me right now. So I would really want to see, man, that is insane. This volume shelf here on the bull side, and that neocloud lining up inside the high volume area is just money. So definitely more bullish on this. I want to see that touch of $4, and we'll go from there. Looks good though. That does look good. That's JTO. I don't know why I didn't have that up. Let's do VET. I'm gonna do HBAR last. I do like it a lot. VET. Yeah, where's Bitcoin? Bitcoin's all over the map right now. 15-minute. Up and down and up. We'll do some 1 second trading here in a little bit. JTO, man, that's a do your own research. That's a do your own research type one to buy, because it's still so new. Volume's so new. Volume is just so new on it. All right, let's go do the weekly here on VET. All right, first off, let's plot our open close highs, right? Very significant pivotal points here. All around the map. One right here. That's a massive one right there. Massive one right here, guys. Massive one. Price traded through it, though, which is nice to see. All right. So first off, what's nice to see is, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this one just so there's not too many lines on our chart. I'm going to get rid of this one as well because it traded through it. All right. So right now, but what we're seeing is price starting to show respect of its weekly structure. So price showing respect on the weekly structure for VET is pretty good here. I 100% for VET, if you're looking to get into this and you believe it, you've done the research, this is something you want to invest in, a good value level was the 3.4, 3.5 price. It wicked that just recently. If I go to the daily, look at how it's treating that weekly open close level as beautiful support. I will say, though, that the daily is still in bearish structure. I would not considering longing at all when it comes to a trade. When it comes to long term, the 3.5 was very nice. If you were looking to eventually buy this, or you've been waiting for a buying opportunity, 3.5 is a good spot to get some. Of course, whenever we ever say, you know, good value levels. We're not saying, you know, dump in all your money to the good value level. No. And again, obviously none of this financial advice. So obviously take the idea of 3.5 as, you know, just a cycle. I mean, it's just a good weekly open close level. Okay. So you understand the risk. I know you do. But that being said, it's like 3.5 there. That's money. It's already, you can show the daily showing reaction to it. If price is going to hold over 3.5, I'm going to look for bullish structure to shift through 4. I want to see this thing break out of 4. Overall, though, if I was going to actually be looking for a potential trade on this, I would want to see this thing break up through full on 4 in that previous structural point, make a breaker block, trade off of the 4.2-ish area here for VeChain. But VeChain, man, 3.5, that was money. Guy asked about money flow profile here, Brett. It's pretty straightforward, man. What you see is what it is, right? The bullish, right? When it's green, this is, you know, where bulls were more in control, bullish volume, people, a lot of buying in those levels, right? You'll see it correlate with the price in the middle. You know, a lot of sells at 4177, right? So you'll see price correlate with that on the sentiment on the left side. Right side is just the overall volume in general, right? So the highest volume point is going to be marked in yellow. You can see very high volume up here as well. A lot of consolidation in that very high volume, okay? That's pretty much all it is. Very, very straightforward. Don't think that more of it. You can change all the settings and stuff if you want. You can change the outlook to the fixed range, but I'm a big default guy. If I need to look for a longer time frame, but I will. But again, guys, I very much would recommend using, if you like using the money flow profile or something like that, 4-hour and daily time frame, 4-hour daily and weekly. Use it on higher time frames. I wouldn't go much lower than that, okay? But again, if those line up with like a weekly open close, like perfect pivotal point, it looks, I mean, it's going to play off quite nicely. So if this thing were to come down to 2.5, man, you can see how insane the volume is here, right? Absolutely insane. So let's keep going. Let's go to H-bar, our very last one here. Got about 8 minutes left until the Bitcoin prediction. H-bar. Okay. So, guys, I'm so sorry. I didn't take the H-bar play. And it's quite interesting because let me erase that. It's quite interesting because this thing actually played out. It played out nicely. That's what sucks. It played out quite nicely. It would have hit a first TP here right at 12 cents. 12 cents would have been the thing. But the turning point occurred. Or like we said, if it occurs within like 5 points or like 5, like it's at 45, right? We like to say it occurs above the 50. But if it's right at it, we like it, especially if it's obeying structure. The only thing that made me so skeptical about H-bar was it had this news spike that got deleted, right? It just, no one cared after that, and it dropped off. It just wasn't, I don't know. It kind of, that put a bad taste in my mouth that it was fake news that drove this, and it dumped it back down. So it kind of invalidated the setup, but it actually played out nicely. Turning point occurred here right at the top there. I mean, it didn't move much from there. It went to 12 cents, but 11.58 would have played out and broke out to 12, almost 13. If you were in the trade, I would say 13 is your next upside target, but 12 would be first TP. But I don't know. The fake news kind of threw me off. For now, though, definitely bullish on this. Bounced off 90, and again, where's that 90 come from? I mean, do I need to say it again? I mean, 90, whatever. 9. I keep saying 90. The reason sometimes I'll, like, if it's an open close high that's right next to a decimal point, like a 9 or like just an even number, I always take the even number, especially if it's higher here. But it also lines up with this previous high there. That's probably why I did that. So take the most recent one. But again, daily respecting weekly levels. I mean, what do you want me to do? I mean, that just like, I mean, look at that. Oh my God.
Who's your daddy?
That just could not get better than that. All it's coming from is weekly, right? Unreal. That being said, though, let's pull up these signals and overlays. Signals and overlays, see, it's just that spike is really screwing up a lot. So it's a big reason why I didn't really like it for a trade. But yeah, it's just weekly is probably a little cleaner in this case. Massive wick too. No optimizing the weekly, hadn't been around long enough. Price action though, got an ICE order block way up there at 22 cents, which is crazy. But for now, I'd be targeting 13 and 12, see where it goes. breaks below 9, then maybe you see bear structure. But for now, it looks good. I will say, turning point happened quite nicely. Kept going. Looks good. All right, we got 5 minutes left till that Bitcoin prediction coming in. Let's go over Bitcoin while we're watching it again. Be the last one. All right, guys. So first off, weekly. If you are a little bit nervous about Bitcoin coming down, like most people are randomly, just look at the weekly chart. This thing's been absolutely killing it. I mean, we've been literally demolishing these highs, which is awesome. We've been respecting the Neo Cloud, tagged it with a wick, but closed back up on top of it. Gotta give them some credit. Bounce off an imbalance there, as well as a high volume level we've been watching in the 60s. Again, if price trading above 60, we're happy. 65,500 is very key. This week we close over 65,500. I'm a happy camper. Get up over that price. Hopefully we can get through it this week. It'd be nice. Day one, weekly coming back down is a good sign. That means, you know, we potentially have a nice breakout move to that upside coming. Daily here on Bitcoin, though, remember, we said we're still in bear structure overall on the daily and the 4 hour. There is a little bit of bullish price action coming in strong, though, I will say. So there's an opportunity for a potential inverse head and shoulders, which we discussed as well, because this did come back, retest some previous resistance. It'd be a sloped inverse head and shoulders, but it would still be a similar play. We just need a higher low forming off this imbalance. So it looks good. Again, that's why we said if it's trading above 60, we're not going to think twice about it. Okay, we're trading above 60. We're happy. This is great consolidation. We said within 6 months from halving, we could have that big move to the upside through 80, maybe 90. And we're hoping 100K this year. That's the plan. I really do think we're going to hit 100K this year based on previous cycles and how they've moved. Now, seeing this though, watch for this breakout of the structure on the oscillator. If that comes up, again, on Bitcoin, we could have a trade. That's why it's on our setup list. If this thing extends all the way above 80, comes back down, creates that higher low above the 50 level, we will be taking a trade on the Bitcoin daily chart. So keep a close eye on that for Bitcoin. But overall, above 60, there's not much else to stress about. I'd hold for life. Okay, HODL gang strong. Above 60, especially above 60. Now, those of you spamming gold, I will say we go over gold every single day at the beginning of the stream. Please tune in between 1 and 2 Eastern every single day. Please. We go over gold at the beginning of every stream. We also take y'all's suggestions at the beginning of every stream. Make sure you tune back in. But for gold, one more time, again, we said this is a very awkward bull flag, but it's very possible that a bull flag could be, it's, you know, the overall structure of how price is trading is similar to a bull flag. But what do we say? First off, money flow profile, this is the high volume level right now from its current movement that we've been having. If it doesn't get over 2355, 2350s, anywhere up there, this thing is going to keep going lower, okay? We got to get over that price first before we consider any upside on gold, okay? That's all I'm going to say. I would be bearish until we make that breaking move, okay? Daily today is fantastic, though, up 1%, but we do need to get over that 3,500. Honestly, the high there, 2352. 2352 is the high. I would want to get through that. AVAX looks good there. You don't have to keep spamming it. Bitcoin equal gold. It's digital gold, baby. Bitcoin for life. Let's get it. Okay, Bitcoin prediction coming up in 1 minute. All right, let's watch it. Y'all know the drill, though. You know, we've been doing this 1 second trading for fun. Again, it's for fun. I know we'll have somebody that joins the stream like, dude, you're trading on the 1 second chart? That doesn't work. Well, of course it doesn't. That's why we do it for fun. Okay, we got 40 seconds. The price today was 63,009. Okay, if you're correct here in just a second, because we are sitting. Wow, we broke lower. We're sitting lower right now. It literally just went lower. Insane. In 30 seconds, if this thing's staying lower, well, the lower will win. So get ready. Here we go. We got 15 seconds. That's crazy. It did move up to like 23 or 6,300 earlier. Or sorry, the 300, 63,300. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Less is the winner today. Great job. If you said less, you predicted less at the beginning of the stream, you get 100 points added to your profile. What do the points do? Well, if you are a top 10 viewer, or AKA a top 10 point getter at the end of the week, you get a chance to win $100. You get a 1 in 10 chance every single week. All you have to do is tune in. Now, I will say, if you are on the TikTok stream, your predictions don't count in there. You do have to come over to the main YouTube stream and enter your Bitcoin predictions every day. So we very much appreciate it. If you join over, hang out in the YouTube stream every day. We go live between 1 and 2 Eastern. Regardless what platform you're on, thank you so much for tuning in today. We're going to do a little bit of 1 second trading like we always do for fun. As we, yeah, I'm going to leave it here actually. We always do this for fun at the end of every stream. So, guys, I very much appreciate you tuning in. We're live every day, so we'll see you guys tomorrow. But let's see if we can get a 1 second trade setup, and we'll go from there. But besides that, make sure, turning point. Come on, baby, turning point. Make sure you follow our Twitter, guys. Exclamation Twitter in the chat. Oh, here we go. Might get a setup. Come on, buddy. Come back down. Just a little bit. Come back down just a little bit. Down. Come back down for me. Come back down. Yeah, what are you doing? It's still going up, my friends. Okay, we can wait on this. Coming out of the extended zone. We'll wait for the turning point down here. Coming out of the extended zone. Come on, brother. What are you doing? All right, hold on. There you go. We're coming back down. No, we're not. Yes, we are. Turning point now. Right there. Boom. Turning point. Let's get it. Oh, wait. Never mind. It did work. Okay. That's not the normal setup, so we'll see here. I mean, very short stop today. Very short stop on that one today. It should have created that turning point earlier. Very short stop today. Let's see if it does it. We'll wait for the next one if it doesn't work, because normally we want to see that single turning point, my friends. Short stop today. All right, guys. Besides that, make sure you follow our Twitter, man. Come on. Follow Twitter. We keep you guys updated there every day, throughout the day. We do chart analysis, everything you would want to know with crypto, stocks, Forex. Y'all know the drill. I don't know. Where should we take TP here? 63K. If it blows through that, we might have I think we do a 10K run again. Do we do a 10K run again? Let's see. Maybe we'll get lucky. But yeah, guys. I mean, come on, man. Besides that, make sure you join the Discord as well. We have a free Discord. Our boy Mickey is the community manager. He does a Luxio live stream in there every morning before this stream that goes over all the features and stuff. And we just go about it with him every day. There's a lot of fun stuff going on in there. So very much appreciate if you join that Discord as well. It's absolutely free. And when you do sign up for Luxio, you do get some extra benefits in the Discord when you sign up for the indicators too. So a lot of cool chatting ranges as well. But we got stopped. Dude, here we go. Here come the comments. What is this? Check the daily chart. Goodness gracious. If you're just now tuning in, you are in the end of the stream, my friend. Make sure you tune in at between 1 and 2 Eastern every day. Recently, it's been sooner. But we're at the end of the stream. We always like to play around and trade on the 1 second chart for fun at the end of the stream. But nonetheless, let's see if we can get one more trade in here, because it's starting to set up for us. Come on, brother. Give me that turning point. Look at it bounce back, though. We shouldn't have had that short stop. What are we thinking? Now. Turning point now. Turning point now. Turning point. No, it's climbing lower. No. Maybe we go bearish. No, it happened too low. He said, check the daily. Can we do an hour of 1 second trades? Goodness gracious, Dame. What do you want? 1 hour 1 second trades, brother? Y'all are nuts. Y'all are addicts. What a bunch of addicts. Just kidding. Let me see here. Crude oil, our trade's still doing good. Yeah, I guess we'll just wait for a second. Let's just sit in silence. No, just kidding. I guess while we're waiting, let me pull up. Guys, all you have to do is go to x.com/luxalgo, my friends. Go follow the Twitter. Seriously, the Twitter, we post analysis there. We just posted our gold analysis 57 minutes ago. Go check it out. I'm not going to show you. Gold analysis on there. Solana analysis. Again, stocks, crypto, Forex. Y'all know the drill. I mean, come on. Current news updates as well, okay? Make sure you're always on top of it. and we make sure we keep you on top of it. So if you want to be on top of everything without being spammed all the time, please follow Twitter at Luxalga. Very much appreciate it. Hello, man. I have a question about the new overlay. I couldn't understand the TP stop loss thing. Do you mind explaining it? Possibly in another stream. We're pretty much ending the stream here now. But maybe we'll do an indicator-based stream where we just go over all the features and stuff. I'm happy to do that. All right, here we go. One more opportunity for a long, guys. Let's see if we can get it. One more opportunity for a long. Let's see if we can get it. You can say weekly, daily, but come on, man. 1 second is just the real deal. Yeah, we're looking at the real price action. Here's the real price action. Come back down, baby. Come back down. Give me that turning point now. Turning point now. Turning point now. Turning point now. This is money. This is it. We're dialed. We're dialed. We're dialed. Dude, what are you doing? You're fading. You're fading. You're fading. No! Oh, wait. Okay, now we got a bearish setup. Bearish setup. Here we go. It faded. Bearish turning point now. Bearish turning point now. Oh, there it is. All right, last opportunity here. All or nothing. TP down here at the low. Give it to us. Here we go. Nonetheless, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I very much appreciate it. 1 second trading, we always have a good time with. I guess I can put it up here. Nah, we're going short because I want to. Yeah, there we go. All right, guys. Congrats to Dame, our top 10 viewer giveaway today. He won $100. Let's get it, baby. Keep going. Yes, sir. Drop it, drop it, drop it down low. But again, long term, guys, we're freaking bullish on Bitcoin 100K this year. Let's get it. 1 second chart. Y'all know the drill. Let's get it. Either way. If you want to check out the indicators, guys, you can get you can try the indicators risk-free for 30 days. Just go to the website, luxzaga.com. Literally any plan, risk-free, 30 days. Very much appreciate you tuning in every day. We're going to be live tomorrow again, 1 to 2 Eastern. If you're just now tuning in to the live stream, sadly, this is the end. This is the end. Great song. And we are just doing our end of stream 1 second trading for fun. And it's going to get us. No, please no. Man, that was a good one, though. It broke down for a second. He said, I think a better idea is balls on the 1 second chart. We can do balls on the 1 second chart. It's probably, what, half a cent now? Let's see, he's going to get us. Don't do it. Don't you dare. I love how it actually respects 1 second levels sometimes. That's kind of crazy, I will say. That's pretty crazy. Like, if it plays off of this and doesn't tag that stop, I mean, that's pretty nuts. 62973. Like, that's pretty nuts. If it blows through that. But, guys, if you are to be a top 10 viewer at the end of every stream, make sure you tune in early enough to get your Bitcoin prediction in, because that does give you a chance to add 100 points to your profile. But you do have to be here at the beginning of the stream. And if that's the case, holy cow, there's no way that didn't hit. Hey, buddy, can we live stream? I have no idea. No idea, Logan. That is not something to ask me, my friend. Let's go. What a stop loss. Are we freaking killing it? What a stop loss. Drive us. Take us down. I think we got to go stop for profit now. We're going to be break even on the day here. Maybe. Keep it going. That's our break even price on the day. Keep it going, brother. Let's do 10K. Let's get to 10. Clack it. Come on. Bop it. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's what I'm talking about, baby. 100 Bitcoin trade. 100 Bitcoins on the 1 second chart? Paper? Dude, that was a paper trade, brother. That's insane. We're freaking paper trade. The 1 second chart, we just hit 10K in 2 seconds. I mean, come on. Blast that. Blast that around the internet. Paper trade 1 second chart. Freaking hit it for 10K, man. We're full on risk here. Crazy risk paper trading. Insane. All right, guys. We're locked in. Great job today. Positive yet again on the 1 second chart. Freaking paper trade masters over here. All right. Besides that, guys, y'all know the drill. None of this financial advice. I love you very much. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys tomorrow between 1 and 2 Eastern. Have a great rest of your day. Follow the Twitter. Join the Discord. It's all free, my friends. It's as free as it can get. He said 10K. Yeah, dude. 10K 1 second trade, dude. All paper. Absolutely full on risk. You got to love it, man. Paper trading is full risk. Come on, guys. It's the real deal. It is the real deal. All right, guys. There you go. Spam in the chat for my boy BK. News this week. Absolutely nothing. Remember, earnings this week as well. Tomorrow we got Disney, if you like Disney. if you're watching Gabe, you got your favorite stock Disney tomorrow is reporting. Besides that, my friends, Rivian. That's what we'll be talking about tomorrow. Really interested on how they're going to report this quarter. We'll discuss it a bit. You got the Lyft Uber combo wombo Tuesday night and Wednesday morning. So get ready for that. Look at that bounce back after our 10K drop. Let's get it. All right, my friends, have a great rest of your day. I love you. And I will see you tomorrow. Stay tuned, guys. Merch is coming soon. Huddle Gang members will have potentially first choice at merch, so get ready. Join the Huddle Gang if you want potentially first chance at merch, okay? All right, love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.